This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. That was my interpretation of the Mark Knopfler solo from Dire Straits' Twisting by the Pool. A fun little single that came out back in 1983, I believe. I've had a few requests to take a look at it, so I thought, well, why not? And it has been something of a journey getting this video put together, not least because of the broken finger and the operation required to pin it all back together and so on. The recovery is ongoing, but I'm now at a point where I can kind of play, a reasonable amount, I should say, not overdoing it. But when I was uncertain about how long the recovery was going to take, or when I'd be able to play again, I put out an SOS to a few people for various videos and stuff, and a lot of people volunteered their help as well, which is incredibly gratifying. And one chap who stepped up to the plate was the wonderful Mr. Steve Cassidy of Steve Cassidy Guitar. Go and check out his channel. There's a link in the description. Check out some of his stuff. Really great channel there, and he's got a lot going on. And Steve very generously agreed to do the solo for me, the performance part of it. So I tabbed it out and sent him the tab, and he had a go. By the time he was able to schedule me in, though, because he's a busy chap, doing YouTube and a full-time day job as well, teaching guitar. My hand had sort of got to the point where I was able to play it myself. But he very generously played what I'd tabbed out, and very, very diplomatically and tactfully said, "Excuse me, but you've got this all wrong, and pointed out the mistakes that I'd made in the tab, stuff that I'd missed out, stuff that I had overlooked, and so on. How on earth I missed some of these things when he pointed them out, I don't know. They are rather obvious, but I did, and that's these things happen. We're all human. I humbly thanked Steve and basically re-tabbed the solo out and took into account his corrections, and that's what you've just heard there. So I'll tell you what, let's take a little bit of a look at what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, we'll begin as always by taking a look at the chord sequence we're playing over. Very simple, 3 chords: A, D, and E, arranged into this order. Like that, basically, just 1, 4 and 5 in the key of A. And the solo doesn't really use scale patterns so much as just plays around chord shapes. So we begin up here at the 14th fret. If you imagine there's an A chord down there, we kind of start with the octave version of that there, and we're just playing. I'll do that again because I hit an open string. So we're reaching up to the E note at the 17th fret on the 2nd string. Then we come down to like where this D chord would be at the 10th fret. Like that. And then if we imagine the E chord at the 7th fret, we're taking that little double stop from it there and going, and you string all that together and you get like that. And you do that twice, basically. Then we move on to the next part of the solo where we're getting these kind of accented beats on beat 2 of the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, where you're getting that strong accent on beat 2. And again, we're just playing out the chord shapes. So we're getting there's the D chord, and you're getting, and then move it up to the E, and putting that little kind of sus4 note on there. So you get essentially 3 times through that. Then we come into this sort of concluding double stop run where, thanks to the eagle eye of Mr. Steve Cassidy, who pointed this out, there is a little bit of chromaticism going on here. So we're basically taking thirds, okay? Just double stops of G sharp and B, F sharp and A, E and G sharp, D and F sharp, C sharp and E, B and D, and down to the A and C sharp down there. But you can see I'm using 2 different shapes there. I'm using this shape with first finger there, say 12th fret on the 2nd string, and second finger there at the 13th fret on the 3rd string, and we move that down 2 frets and keep the shape the same. And then we go to this shape here, which is just both those strings, the 2nd and 3rd strings at the 9th fret, and we then move that down to the 7th fret, but we connect them chromatically, so like that. So we're getting, and then down to there like that. It sounds kind of wrong when you play it in isolation like that, but with at the full speed with the track, it just adds a little bit of colour. And then we do a similar chromatic thing here, going from this C sharp at the 6th fret on the 3rd string and the E note at the 5th fret on the 2nd string. We're moving that shape down to the B and the D, but once again we connect them chromatically like that. So altogether that run goes like this. Like that. And that's the solo. A great little study in using chord shapes to kind of play around rather than the more conventional way that I tend to look at things in terms of scale patterns, pentatonic boxes and so on like that. And a nice little bit of kind of thirds, double stop kind of movement at the end there. Well, throughout it all, really. So there you go. That's what's going on in the solo. Now you know what to do. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab, the correct version of it this time. Full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing the guitar, playing the solo rather, and that explanation you've just seen there, and the backing track to play along with yourself. It's all up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description, and it's $3 a month, and you get access to all of these additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to each and every one of you who support me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. And a huge, huge king size, copper bottomed, cast iron, gold plated thanks to Mr. Steve Cassidy. You really saved my bacon on this one, mate, and I owe you big time. Thank you so much, Steve. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And that's pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Why not drop me a like as well while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. What we do is drink beer and talk about music and guitars and anything else for that matter. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.